they're getting, not saying they have to be equal, but you know, if I'm caring for you, I want you to care for me.
Right. And there have been people that will reach out to you just because they need something. Like, once you give them what they need, you won't hear from them again if they need something else. So it's like, and that's sad. I mean, I've been there too. Like, I would give my life to someone and not get anything back. But the thing is, I never asked for anything back because I'm helping you. Like, I don't like it when you're down, so I'm going to help you do what you have to do, but you're not giving nothing back to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been there too. I've been through a lot of phases of depression. And the thing is, I had to learn, I'm giving you what I can give to myself. I'm giving you what I can give to my child. I'm giving you $20 for whatever reason, which I can use that same $20 to put gas in my car. I can use that same $20 to buy my son some new shoes that he needs. I can use what I'm giving you and give it to myself, but I didn't think that way at first.
Right, and see, that's because you're thinking with your heart. But then that, like I said, that adds on more depression, more stress. You're taking from yourself, you're taking from your child or children, you know, so it's just hard. It's very hard to deal with depression and stress.
Like, you're being there for people that you care about, but how have they showed you that they really care about you? You're over here crying, stressed out about their situation because you care for them so much that you're putting yourself down because of their situation.
Yes,
like you added more onto your own plate because of somebody that you care about. Maybe if you drop to your last penny right now, they wouldn't even be there to give you 50% more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's just something that, you know, we all go through, whether we were young or rather old. But it is help out there for it. There's help out there for depression, alcohol, drugs. I mean, it's so much help out there for so many different things that people are going to. And please do not ever feel embarrassed, ashamed, or anything, you know, if you need to reach out because you have an issue with drugs, you have a issue with depression, if you are being abused out there, you know, by men or women, you know, it's so many things out there that so many programs, that's out there that actually can help you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you have so much pride that you don't want to reach out. And the thing is, like, depression, like, judgment is a huge thing when it comes to depression. Like, if I reach out to this person, they're gonna judge me because I'm reaching out, or they're gonna judge me because I feel a certain way. Especially if you're a teenager, you're too young to feel this way. You don't know what depression is. Like, you shouldn't feel this way. Like, it's just a moment. You're just going through a phase. Don't ever tell somebody that's going through depression that it's just a phase. That's the worst thing you can say to somebody going through depression, is that they're going through a phase. Maybe it is a phase, but so what? How would you know? Do you know what caused this? Have you been through what caused this? And maybe you have. But even if we went through the same thing, we did not go through it the same way. So you cannot judge even if you have been through it.
I think a lot of young people, and maybe some older people as well, is peer pressure. Just say, if there's some things that, you know you shouldn't do, but if you want to hang with the in crowd, you're going to do it. And that's part of depression, because I tell my kids, my grandkids, you know, use your own brain. Use your brain. You know, if somebody don't like, and my granny used to tell me, if someone don't like you because of what you don't want to do, oh, well, they're not your friend. They are not your friends. So it's a lot of peer pressure out here with these young people out here. And like I said, maybe some older ones as well.
Yeah, and you know, the feeling of acceptance, especially if you feel like you need somebody else, so you don't have to, like, excuse me, especially if you feel like you have to bring in, like, you have to have a friend or something, or someone like you just so you can feel better about yourself. Why are you giving that person the power to how you feel about yourself? And that's another thing. Like, it's so many layers to depression. It's so many layers to depression. Like, I want you to like me, so I know that I'm a good person, and that's not right, and that's not good, and neither is it healthy.
It's so unhealthy. It's so unhealthy, and a lot of these children, a lot of these people, have been through things, like I said earlier, in their families. And a lot of families pretty much keep it on the hush hush. Oh, whatever goes on in this house, we're not going to tell anyone what's going on. Uncle such and such may be touching you right now, but we're not going to take this outside of the house. This, it's not cool. It is so not cool. And it messes a person up mentally, because you know that someone is doing something wrong to you, but it's such a hush hush game, and you're wondering why I can't say anything, or you might have been threatened, or something, and you're scared to say it, and it kind of F's you up in the mind. It's so many different types of depression out there, and I wish we could touch bases on each and every one of them, but we will have, different shows, we may get a little more explicit, in some of them, conversations as far as what goes on pretty much behind closed doors that people don't want to talk about, but they should talk about.
And that's just sad, and then, okay, I'm going to just say this before I say what I'm about to say. There is nothing wrong with religion. I'm going to say that again. There is nothing wrong with religion, but, older, more mature people, instead of, leaving it in the house, it's putting it in. God's going to take care of it. God's going to be there for you. He will never put more on you that you can bear.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true. But sometimes I do feel like a lot to bear. I do feel like a little too much. And, being in the house and putting in God's hands, those two might help some people, but it's not going to help everyone, sad to say.
Exactly.
I do need that human outside of this house. And yes, God can help me, but I do need that other human that can relate to me, or at least listen. Even if you can't relate, it's good to listen.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing wrong with someone listening. Nothing wrong with listening.
Especially if you grew up as a Christian or whatever religion it is, we're taught, don't tell anyone your business. And you shouldn't, but at the same time, there's been times that I went to the wrong person. Even if you do go to the wrong person, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just shut down because you went to the wrong person. That person wasn't ready to hear your story. That person wasn't ready, or it's not mature enough to handle what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. So later you will meet that right person. Not saying it's everybody until you find that right person, but you have to know who's ready to hear what you have to say. Mm-hmm. Who can handle what you have to say. Because maybe that person went through what you said that you went through and just don't want to admit to it themselves. It's a lot of things that goes on in a person's mind.
Okay, in closing, I'm going to ask you something fun. If you could be anywhere right now, where would you want to be and why?
I lived in Texas for 2 years, and I want to go back.
What'd you say? End the story, bottom line.
I would rather, if I could visit anywhere, it would be Paris, the land of love.
Awesome. So there you have it, guys. We have been talking to Takiesha Jones. This is Trina. We're kicking it with Trina, and we will talk to you later. Bye.